Lying flat on your back, bend your knees and set your feet hip distance apart. And then take your hands onto your belly, close your eyes. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Without changing anything else, just engage your core. Engage your core muscles and feel that on your hands, and then relax your core. Do that a few more times so you're just engaging and relaxing, noticing what it feels like in your belly, in your back, in your bum, maybe even down through your hamstrings when your core is active. One more time, do a big, strong core engagement and then release. Good, and now just lift your pelvic, tilt your pelvic floor up so your pubic bone reaches towards your fingers. Your lower back imprints into the floor. Do the opposite action. Push your tailbone into the floor so your lower back lifts away from the floor. One more time, pubic bone comes forward and up, lower back sinks in, and then pubic bone reaches down and your lower back lifts. Cool. Keep your spine in neutral now and take your left leg, lift it up to hip height, lift your right leg up to hip height. Bring your hands alongside your body, take a big breath in and engage your core on the exhale just like you did from the floor. Now simply tap your right foot down, pick it back up. Tap your left foot down and pick it back up. Tapping one foot and then the next. The way this works is by keeping your torso steady and your core super, super engaged. Good. So instead of rushing through it, can you go really slow? Make sure that when the knees come up, they don't go past your hips. And if you feel like they just keep moving past your hips, put your hands up flat against your thighs, right above those hip bones, so they can't push your hands out of their way. This is like a stop sign for your legs. Good. Let's go for 5. Core strong, lower back pushing down. 3, 2, and 1. Leave your legs up at hip height. Take your arms and reach your arms all the way up now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Good. Tap your left toes down as you reach your right arm up alongside your right ear. Come back through center. Tap your left toes down, or right toes down, left arm comes up alongside your ear. So that core stability is fierce, like your body is just one giant metal heavy weight. It is not rocking and shaking from side to side. It's strong, stable, and steady. Keep moving, alternating one arm and leg with the other for 5. Breathing out through your mouth, 4, 3, push your lower back to the floor, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take your hands, interlace your hands behind your head, and peel your head, neck, and shoulders up away from the floor. Head, neck, and shoulders lift up away from the floor. Knees are still at hip height. Let your elbows fan back. Let your head be heavy and look towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, all you're going to do is extend your right leg to a hover. Inhale, pull it back just above the hip bone. Same side, right leg extends to a hover. Pull it back. Keep going, pulling and then bending and extending your right leg. Your head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted, gaze up to the ceiling. Now imagine you were to have hands on your belly asking you to engage your core. Can you make sure that your lower abs especially are strong? Good. The next time your right knee comes up, hold it there. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders 2 inches higher. Lower just 2 inches. Lift 2 inches. lower 2 inches. So now you're getting right into the lower abs. This is the part where you start to feel the work quite intensely. Like you can't miss it, even if you're super strong in the core. Keep going for 5. These are pulses. 4, 3, 2. You're breathing out through your mouth on 1. Stay here, other side. Simple extension and flexion of your left leg. The left leg's hovering above the floor. Good, the knees are staying stacked above the hips. And if you're starting to feel pain in your head, neck, and shoulders, remember, let your head be heavy, like a cannonball. Look towards the ceiling, so the back of your neck is long. You're not even moving your head. We'll do ab crunches in a second, but keep working on extending and flexing that left leg. 5, the lower back pushes into the earth. 4, slow it down. 3, 2, and 1. Everything in your brain wants to stop. We're doing 10 tiny pulses anyway. 9, 8, 7, breathe out through your mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Drop your head, neck, and shoulders. Rock from side to side. And in just 7 minutes of practice, you probably already feel lots of deep work in your core. I had a student tell me yesterday that he can't believe that after doing Pilates once a week for 6 weeks, he can already do all of the things he couldn't do 6 weeks ago. You can build muscle really, really quick with this practice. Place the soles of your feet down on the floor. Focusing now on glute bridges. Push through your heels. Draw your chin into your chest. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, lift your hips up. Lift your hips up to your bridge pose. Good. Inhale, lower your hips halfway. Exhale, lift your hips up. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, push through your feet to lift your hips up. Keep pulsing. Your hips are going up and down. And really think about this idea of force down through the soles of your feet to launch the pelvis up. I think of those rocket launcher toys the kids have in the summer at the park. You push down on that little button and then the rocket launches up. Your pelvis is the rocket. It's lifting all the way up, even higher than you think it can go before it lowers back down. The next 5 repetitions here, can you push your pelvis a titch higher, squeeze your glutes together when you get at the top? 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold at the top, open your knees 2 inches apart, and then draw them back in. Keep doing that, but glue your big toes down to the floor, glue your heels down to the floor, and shoot your pelvis up even higher. Opening and closing your knees just a few inches. You got it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your spine down to the floor. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Take your arms around your knees and just rock from side to side. Let's piece some of those things together. Take your hands and place them behind your head. Interlace your fingers. With your legs, can you bring your knees back up to hip height? Imprint your lower back to the floor. Peel your head, neck, and shoulders away from the earth. Good. Now let's take our arms alongside our body. Head, neck, and shoulders are still lifted. Straighten your right leg. Clap your hands behind your left leg and come back through center. Straighten your left leg. Clap your hands behind your right leg. You could do this really slow, methodically, or you might start to pick up the pace. So your feet are shooting back and forth at a rhythmic, consistent motion, hands clapping behind the thighs. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Amazing. Feet come flat onto the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head. Pick your head up again. Head, neck, and shoulders climbing away from the floor. Lift your right knee and then your left knee up to hip height. Let your head sink into your hands. Look up. Now as you extend your right leg to a hover, go ahead and tap your left knee. Come through center. Extend your left leg and tap your right knee. Bicycle crunches, working your side obliques, pushing the body a little bit harder here. We'll stay for about 30 seconds. And in this pose, in this work, can you try to go slow and deep? Movement over momentum. You're halfway there. 15 more seconds. Obliques are on fire. Keep pushing. So close for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come through center. Set the knees above your hips. Really push through. 10 tiny pulses. Straight up and down. Ab curls. 9, 8, 7. Focus on your lower abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Good job. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Perfect. Place the soles of your feet down on the floor. Take your hands onto your thighs and just push your hands into your thighs so your arms are straight here. Engage your lower ribs again. Notice how your spine is doing. So often our spine will start to hurt in Pilates if we have a weak core and we're compensating with our spine. And then lift your knees up to hip height and push your knees away again. So this is the pose. All you're going to do is keep your legs steady. Don't let them move, but try to move them. Push them with your hands. And right away, your abdominal muscles will fire up. Keep pushing your thighs away. Push, 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 push. Breathing for 10, 9, 8. Keep pushing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Lower your feet down, and this time let your knees flop from side to side. The next time your knees flop over to the right, crawl all the way over to the right, and come to lie on your right side. You can rest your head in your right hand, or take your head down onto your arm. You could even use a blanket or a little squishy ball here to support you. Now, look down at your body, bend your knees, set your knees on top of one another, and make sure that your heels are in the same line as your bum. So your heels aren't forward, your feet aren't forward, your knees are bent enough that if I were to take a ruler from your bum to your heels, they would be in one direct line. Now look down at your pelvis, and you can feel them. You have 2 frontal hip bones. 2 frontal hip bones are called your ASIS. Can you stack the top one on top of the bottom one? And I can almost guarantee right now it's either leaning back or flowing forward. So try to stack your frontal left hip bone on top of your right one. Third piece here before we even move. Could you imagine that you were taking a little tea towel or even the shape of a hand? You can try this with your hand and place your hand right underneath your torso. Push through your right hip bone, push through your upper right rib cage, and then draw energy up where your hand is. Remove your hand, keep that action. Lots of different cues, just go with it. Open your left leg up and then close it right back down. Open it up and close it back down. So these tiny clamshells don't allow for a lot of mobility in the hip. You'll feel like you're hitting a stopping blockade or something. But we're just starting to warm up the glute muscle. Pulsing the knees open and closed. 10, 9, that left hand can be out in front for stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lift the left foot and the left knee, that whole left leg, to a hover above your bottom leg. Flex your foot, internally rotate your thighs, tap your left knee over your right knee, and then tap your heels together. Yeah, tap your left knee onto your right knee and tap your heels together. Keep going. These shell arcs are really cool because they feel like they get right up the hamstring into the glute. But if you were to try to do this a little bigger, make it a little bigger, you're going to feel that in the side of your hip as well. And then when you make them smaller, it's less sensation towards the top of the hip. Good. Go big if you want to get that entire glute muscle deep into the back line. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that leg up to a hover. Extend your left leg, your top leg. Lift it up a few feet and lower it back down to hip height. Lift it up a few feet and lower it back down to hip height. Now you can stay here. The foot is flexed. It's flat against the wall in front of you. Or move that whole limb back a few centimeters and try it from there, staying steady in your torso. Think about picking up right underneath your torso. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your right leg, that's your bottom leg, and extend your right leg down. Reach it out long and glue the inner lines of your toes together where your big toes are. Both feet are lifted away from the floor. Left hand is here for stability. Can you lift both legs a little higher and then lower them back down? Lift both legs a little higher. It's wiggly and wobbly, huh? And lower them back down. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Bend into your right knee. Keep your left leg lifted. And now straighten your left leg. Reach it forward. So the left leg is hovering on top of the right leg. Point your toes down. Tap your toes. Lift the leg back up and bring it right back to where you started. Do that again. Inhale the leg forward. Exhale, tap the toes down. The inhale pulls the leg back up and right back to its starting position. You got it. Keep going here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold that leg out on the angle. So the left leg is hovering above that bent right knee. Tap the toes down, lift them up. Tap the toes down, lift them up. 8 repetitions here. 5, this is where it gets really hard. 4, push through. 3, 2, and 1. Bend into your left knee, set it on top of your right knee, grab your beautiful bum, give it a little massage, and roll over onto your back. Take a delicious thread the needle. Left ankle comes across your mid thigh. Oh, I hope that feels as good on your body as it does in mine right now. Big breath comes in. You can push that left thigh away with your left elbow on the exhale. Savor this for another moment. Amazing. Take the soles of your feet to the floor. Soles of your feet come down to the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders away from the floor. I know you thought we were done with abs, right? But we'll integrate them all the way to the end. Option 1, your feet can stay on the floor. Okay? Option 2, knees lift up to hip height. Option 3, legs go out 45 degrees. And option 4, hike your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Let your head hang heavy in your hands. Take your arms now and reach your arms alongside your body. Choose your leg variation. Begin to pump your arms up and down. First, just take a normal breath in and a normal breath out. Good. And then inhale 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Those are the 100s. A little core fire right there. Rock from side to side. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. It might feel good to shake and rock your head around. Then you'll roll over onto your left side. Roll onto your left side for that glute sequence on the opposite side. Phase 1, we can give less instructions and focus more on breath now. You're stacking your knees on top of one another and get right into your clamshells, opening and closing that top thigh away from the bottom thigh. Rewarding yourself with pulling that inner torso up so that your lower back doesn't bear the burden of this work. You've got it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick up that whole top leg. Your right leg is lifted. Now internal rotation, tap your knees and then tap your heels. Tap your knees and tap your heels. Good. Keep going. When I teach this in public spaces and I'm in real life around bodies, what I would do is come and stand behind my students' pelvis so that they're not rocking their whole body back and forth. Think about that. Imagine there's a wall right behind your bum. So it is just the thigh, the knee, the foot, the hip that's doing this action. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold that leg up to hip height. Extend the leg long. Foot is flexed. Good. Start to lift and lower the leg by any amount. This can be big or small. Try each. See how it feels in your body. And either stay there or pull that heel back a little bit and keep lifting and lowering from that place. And that's going to hit a different part of your glute muscle. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your bottom leg, your left leg, stretch it out and connect your left and your right foot so the big toe side edges are connected. You can be down on the floor with your head and neck or perched up, and we're lifting and lowering our legs like they're one big leg, just 5 times. This is hard work on your hip bone, I know. 2, and 1. Bend that left knee again. Take your right leg, reach it forwards. The right leg's over top of the left leg. Point the toes down, lift back up, and pull back to starting position. So you're reaching your right leg forward, tapping the floor, pulling back up, and returning to where you started. Yes, this is the big final burn through your backside. Keep going. Here's 5 more. Drive it home. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold that right leg where it is, and you're just lifting and lowering, tapping the toe and lifting it back up, right in space for 10. You don't even have to go all the way to the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that right knee on top of the left knee. Give your hip a little massage, a little squeeze. Roll onto your back and take your right ankle over your left thigh. Interlace your fingers, push that thigh away with your right elbow. Catch your breath here. Release both feet down to the floor. Good. Straighten your right leg out long on the floor. Take your left leg, stretch it up, and bring it to the inside of your body, so over towards the right, to get a great big leg circle with that left leg. This will serve as a nice release on the hip joint. Do 2 big circles in each direction. Go ahead and place that left leg down, pick up your right leg. You're going inward first. 2 big circles with your right leg. Pull it around in the other direction. Perfect. Place the soles of your feet on the floor. Grand finale, peak pose. Take your head, neck, and shoulders, lift them up off the floor. Bring your knees in. Take your hands or reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, kick your arms and your legs in opposite directions. Inhale, scoop your arms alongside your body. Exhale, reach your arms and your legs in opposite direction. Inhale, scoop it all in. This is called a double leg stretch. This requires an incredible amount of core stability, an incredible amount of plugging your lower back towards the earth. You've got the strength to do this 3 more times. 2 and 1. Hug your knees into your chest, close your eyes, and just take a well-deserved little rest here. 5 breaths. When you're ready, stretch your body long on your yoga mat. Reach your arms up alongside your ears. Take a huge breath in and rolling up on the exhale. First your arms, then your head, neck, and shoulders, then your torso, your belly, fold right over your legs. Stay here. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Bend into your knees. Feet are flat on the floor. Take your arms, reach your arms out in front of you. Inhale, lift your arms up. Torso strong and spine is long. Exhale, lower your arms and round into your back. Inhale, lengthen your arms and your torso. Exhale, come down to a deep rounded spine. Do that 2 more times. Ooh, it just started snowing outside. 1 more time. Good. Lift your arms up. This time as you come down, can you take your right arm back behind you and then pull it all the way back up? As you come down, take your left arm back behind you and pull it up. You don't have to go far. 1 more time on either side. Finding stability here on our bum. Reach up. Now take your arms down alongside your body, straight out in front. Lift your knees away from the floor. Lift your feet away from the floor. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, straighten out your legs. Good. Breathe for 5. 4, squeeze your legs in, lift your heart and chest. 2, on 1, cross your right ankle over your left ankle, plant your palms. Can you push your body back to a downward dog? Find your way up and back to a downward facing dog. Stretch out that back line of your body. It's done a lot of work. And it's not finished yet. Inhale, slide forward to a high plank. Exhale, pump your hips back up. Inhale, slide forward to your high plank. Exhale, lift your hips up. Well, 1 more time, slide forward to a high plank. Pause here, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your right hand away from the floor and tap your left shoulder. Then drop that right hand down and try it on the other side. Now our bodies want to just rock from left to right to make this easier. And that's normal to happen when we're first starting out. But can you try to keep your whole body straight, like a frozen plane of wood, and tap one shoulder and then the other. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back, downward dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth wide. Exhale, a sigh can help here. Ooh. Really, really good. Inhale, come forward to high plank again. But this time lower down onto your elbows. Your knees can stay lifted or grounded. Cup between your shoulder blades. Could you hold here not long? Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your legs, drop your pelvis, drop your palms. Lift your heart and chest. Sphinx pose, working, stretching the core. Big breath in. And exhale. We've done so much core work. Take your palms to the corners of your yoga mat. Push through your palms and lift up into seal pose. Straightening your arms, lift your head, neck, lift your heart. Big breath comes in. Exhale. Incredible. Lower back down to your belly. Bend into both knees and just flop your knees from side to side. Take your arms back behind you. Relax your legs. Roll your head, neck, and shoulders away from the floor. Lift your legs away from the floor. And just start to pulse your arms up and down. These aren't big movements, just pulsing your arms up and down. Squeeze your bum cheeks into one another. Think about creating muscular force in your back. In your back. Good. And now reach your arms forward. Reach your arms forward and then pull your arms all the way back. Reach your arms carefully, slowly forward and pull them all the way back. Last time, reach your arms forward and pull them back. This time, stop them right at your chest. Plant your palms, flex your feet, push yourself up. High plank pose, downward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. And exhale right out through your mouth. Thank you. Inhale forward to high plank. Last piece of work from here. In high plank, puff between your shoulder blades. Look forward. Good. Bend into your right knee and try to tap your right elbow with your right knee really slowly and then step it back down. Bend into your left knee. Try to tap your left elbow really slow and step it back down. Moving from one side to the next. 10, 9, you've got this. 8, 7, 6, 5. After these 5s, we're stretching, we're chilling for the next few minutes. 2, last one, come to plank, hold, take a big breath in. Downward facing dog on your exhale. And then drop your knees to a well-deserved child's pose. Sink your hips to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Breathe. Your nervous system just starts to calm down. Pull your body forward onto all fours and find pigeon pose with your right knee. Your glutes will respond to this after all of the side body, outer hip work we did. So inhale, lift your heart and chest up. Exhale, fold down, melting into your pigeon pose, a whole 10 breaths here. Take one more breath in. Exhale. Push your hands down into the floor. Lift your heart and chest up. Lean over onto your right hip and bring your left leg all the way forward. Step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh and sink both sit bones down into your floor. We're coming into a seated spinal twist. Take your left arm behind you. Bend at your right elbow and push your right elbow towards the outer left thigh. Look back behind you. Take a big breath in, lengthening. Exhale to twist. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Incredible. Pull it back through center. Take a full counter twist. Straight on over to the other side. And then walk your hands back behind you. Lean back on your hands and sneak the soles of your feet together. The soles of your feet together. Let's take them a little bit away from our pelvis. Hands are on your ankles. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Holding your whole spine down, 5 breaths here. Thank you. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders back up. Lean over to your left and take your right leg all the way back behind you. Pigeon pose on the other side. Sneak your body down towards the floor. You can prop under that left hip if it's lifted away from the earth. 10 breaths here. Really let yourself melt. Ease your body up away from the floor. Bring that back leg forward. You're leaning on to the opposite hip and take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Seated spinal twist. So your thumb is on the floor, left knee is bent on the earth, right knee is bent over top. Now your left arm cuts across that right thigh, driving rotation through your torso. Take a few breaths here. Perfect. Unravel, counter twist in the other direction. Lean back, hands come back behind you, and stretch both legs right out in front of you, straight with your feet flexed. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, suck your belly button in and fold down, catching the outside edges of your feet if you can. Inhale into a long, strong, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Breathe here. Inhale, rise back up, reach your arms all the way up, bend your knees, no hands, and then take your hands onto your thighs. Hands come onto your thighs. Place your right hand on the floor, reach your left arm up and over into a deep side body stretch. Maybe that hand closest to the earth, even the elbow might connect to the earth. Reach the top arm away, breathe in. Stay as you breathe out. Breathe in, lift it all up. Breathe out, other direction. Inch that bottom elbow towards the floor without compromising the connection between your hips and the floor. Stretch your top hand away, breathe in. Exhale, deepen. Good. Inhale, pull it all back up. We'll finish a little differently today. Exhale, take your hands to your heart and turn your palms to face up on your thighs. Thumbs and index fingers come to touch. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Another big breath in. Exhale. Now allowing your breath to return to its natural way of breathing. Your work here is simply to keep your spine long and become a witness to your breath. I'll let you know when our meditation is up. Bring your hands together at your heart center and set an intention for yourself. Something you'd like to create, let go of. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Thank you for practicing always and forever. Namaste.